Yeah, first, everyone, thanks for coming out. And just a little bit of an opening from me. So, most importantly, really thankful to Eric Gleacher, a 1962 golf alum, and what he's done for our golf program and the impact he's made. It's been an amazing experience for me because I was in my first year as head coach when we secured the gift from Mr. Gleacher to build the original Gleacher Center in 1998. And it was in my second season we built it. And I don't think there's been too many opportunities where, as a coach and with the same donor, that you get the opportunity to build what was a completely transformational facility that had a great impact on golf in the Midwest and up north, and then get the chance to do it again 20 years later. So I'm forever grateful for him and his belief in our program and what we could build and achieve and his commitment to it. It's really special what he did for us. Any questions from there?
Sure.
Teddy has to.
So what are we going to see inside?
Well, you're going to see we took the old Gleacher Center, which was the old Patton pool, and Dave Ennett's probably our best bet to have swam in that pool. No, never swam in it.
He played basketball.
He played basketball here. So, in 1998, we took the old Patton pool and we turned it into a golf facility, filled it in and turfed it and put a couple buildings inside of it. Subsequently, with the building of the new Walter Athletics Center and Ryan Fieldhouse on campus, it cleared out a lot of space in this facility. And as soon as we understood that that was going to happen back in 2013, we started really schematically working to see how we could expand this facility. And really some of the most unique parts of this facility are, one, its campus location. When we talk about a campus golf facility, we're not hopping in a car and driving 5 minutes to it. They're walking 30 yards from their dorms to it. They're in and out of it all day, as they go to and from class and practice and work out and do that. So it's really a unique facility that way to really get them on campus. But, to have found something this centrally located and been able to do it twice has been fun.
Have the student athletes been able to use this facility for this entire year?
It opened up November 18th to them. We dedicated it November 11th, so they were in here at the end of fall quarter and got to finish up. And we were in our individual season then. We weren't practicing as a team. We were doing skill development, but they've been in here. They've been in the locker room. They've been working out here, using it, studying, hanging out. It's been amazing. It's been incredible for all of us. One of the best things that happened here, it's the first time our coaches have ever had offices in the same place our student athletes are. So that's really been fun. The vibe and energy has really been cool. It feels like I'm at an Olympic training facility for golf every day instead of driving over from Ryan Field to get here. Our kids are in and out of our office. We hear them throwing their medicine balls. We hear them hitting drivers downstairs. So we're spending more time with them than we ever have.
How much of a boost do you think that gives the golfers as they, knowing they have these facilities centrally located, all brand new?
I think it gives, obviously the first thing is the energy with a new facility. And remember, those kids got shut out April 1st. So they were without a facility for a while. So they were really chomping at the bit to get back in here and able to practice again. So I do think we're seeing them work harder than they've ever worked. But more importantly, we need them to really be able to use the facility to truly improve. If we have to develop players at a high level, and every aspect of this facility was designed. We hope it helps in recruiting, but we really need it to help us develop players. So I'm hoping it gives us the same boost it gave us in '99 when we opened the first one, which was Luke Donald's second year in school, and we won Big Tens that year, finished third at NCAAs, and Luke won the national championship. That was in the inaugural year of the Gleacher Center. So,
Pat, what's the coolest, most unique aspect that you wish you had had when you were at the same stage as the student athletes?
Yeah, it's funny for me to have seen the transformation, Dave, because when I was in school, Jeff Morey developed this really good facility underneath Dyke Stadium. I think there's half a chance I gave you a golf lesson in there at one point in time, and we thought that was a good facility and then built the Gleacher Center from there. But I would say the most unique aspects from them from a golf training perspective, obviously the simulators. We increased our short game space. We added the simulators. So more of the practical, realistic training that we can do with those has really been beneficial. And then you guys will see this Zen Green stage with the putt view technology. It's everything we teach and coach in putting in a really cool, fun video game type aspect.
Anything else for Coach Goss?
I guess just from a perspective, you said you talked about having it the stadium being at a different place. What does it mean to you to see the university pour this kind of money and get these kind of donations into making this commitment?
Yeah, that's been amazing the way our athletic department and the university have been able to link arms together and really be able to pursue this, and then to do it at a point where our student athletes are graduating at the highest rate in Division I athletics, GPAs are through the roof, is really unique and special in the college athletics world, and it always has been part of it. And I look back on my history here, and we're so thankful to President Beenan and President Shapiro and the commitment they made to athletics. And then when Dr. Phillips came in as AD, everything has continued to improve and grow. And we've learned that you can do it. We can go be the best students and the best athletes in the world at the same time. They don't have to be separated. We can do it together with the right kids.
Yeah, how much is the square footage change?
It's basically tripled. The original Gleacher Center was 5,400 square feet. So it was that pool that you're going to walk in, which is now 5,400 square feet of short game. And then we added the simulator rooms, locker rooms, players' lounge, gyms, offices, conference room. It grew a lot. Anything else? Did I get it all? All right, guys, thank you.
Welcome, everybody. It's great to have you in our space and experience a little bit of the wow factor that we have every day walking into this building. And as Pat said earlier, it really did take on a transformation from April to November. And so it's been a real privilege to get to come into this space and have our office space here and have our players have a locker room space, study area, ping pong, you name it, they're doing it all here, in addition to having just world-class facilities and technology to improve on. So any questions for me? Pat answered a lot of the facility type stuff, but.
Coach, just looking at your guys' roster construction, you have 4 seniors graduate last year, including Lau and Mao, and now you guys got sort of a younger roster with the chance to sort of grow with this facility. How excited are you for them to have that chance, a bunch of freshmen to come in and sort of have all 4 years in this facility?
Yeah, we're very excited about that. You mentioned those graduating seniors last year. They were pretty excited to be here back in November. A bunch of our 18 and 19 class, our alumni, came back, and they still feel very much a part of this space. They get back in here, and Janet, who's still playing professionally, was here and does some work even over the winter, so she's able to enjoy it. Hannah Kim still lives in Chicago, works and is in here doing some teaching and that sort of thing. So even that older generation has enjoyed this facility. But for sure, we've got a younger group. We had 3 sophomores this year with Jane Liu, Kelly Sim, and Kelly Sue. And those 3 players are definitely, the future of our golf program. And then you add in our 2 other first years this year with Irene Kim and Ro Yen. And so, for them, they hadn't seen it. When they were here on their visit in the spring, we had already sort of started to take this offline. So for them, they were really anxious to get in this space. And we've come off 2 practice trips down to Florida, training trips in January. And we actually talked about it as a team, as how different did it feel compared to being in this space and then being outside. And nearly every one of our players said it didn't seem as drastic of an adjustment from going indoors to outdoors, even on our training trips, because we had what Pat referenced as far as more realistic, and the feedback from the simulators and such really was able to enable them to take things that they're working on technically and then hit a shot and have some real value, whether it's going right, going left. And that simulator is bridging that gap and some of that new technology that we didn't necessarily have access to before. And so it's really helped us take our existing facilities and opportunities that we had in the wintertime, and we've only made them better. So I think those younger players are going to benefit from that. And again, as much as the space is beautiful and it's for them to improve, it's not just for entertainment, it's for them to improve and get better and develop. And I think we're seeing that already, certainly on our women's side.
How much were you consulted in the design of this new facility?
Yeah, Pat did, most of, the really heavy lifting on this. Honestly, he'd had a vision for this 5 years ago. But probably not a week went by that between Beth and David and Pat and I that there wasn't something written down on a piece of paper or things that we talked about. We were real intentional about visiting 8, 10, 12 other facilities as we were, being able to give our feedback and our input of things that we thought were most important as we were able to kind of just do the drawing, the initial blueprints and drawing of it. So we were very much consulted. And it's been really fun to see that labor of love and how it's translated. And we have it, even being in this space since November, we didn't miss on much. This really is spectacular. It's everything we hoped it would be. And it's, it's pretty special when you can move into a space and feel that way.
I talked about the central location of here, having everything here, being on campus. How important is that for maybe you, student athletes, to just have everything under one roof and
Right.
so close to where they live?
Yeah, I mean, as we say to ourselves, the only thing you can't cheat is father time, and I feel like we're doing that a little bit, right? We take that 24 hours in a day, and I feel like we've added hours to our day, even just in our, from here over to the stadium, when we would hit over in the Treenan's Fieldhouse, or when they would get from here over to Anderson Hall for their academics, or to come see their coaches. And so 15, 20 minutes here or there, even back and forth from our indoor Gleacher to when we were in Treenan's. It isn't far, but it takes time. Park your car, go get your car, drive over there. And so we feel like our players, as far as how much more efficient it is, they spend a lot of time studying here. And so even just being a sort of a one-stop shop for them, in the sense that they can shower here, they can dress here, they can work out in this space, they can do some extra stuff in the short game and simulators. They can do it all here. So I think that we feel like we've gotten way more efficient, even though we aren't a big campus even before, going the 5 or 6 blocks over to the Ryan Field complex. It has made our players' day-to-day life more efficient.
Anything else for Coach Fletcher?
Don't feel too sorry for us.
And you're going to have plenty of time to talk to all of them in the back as they're fixing their
Friday we leave for Puerto Rico, so we've had a pretty mild winter here this year, but we're going to take it to another level, getting down to some 80-degree weather, and we're looking forward to that. Great.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming in today. Obviously, it's going to be hard to top Emily and Pat. They've kind of given you the rundown, but specifically to the men's golf program and how this facility has helped our team, I'd love to answer some questions from anyone that has them.
How excited are you about how much this will add to your players' development? I know Pat talked a lot about it.
Yeah.
How much are you excited about what it can do for them?
No, I mean, you'll see the facility. It's custom designed for player development. It's designed to train elite performance in golf, and I think we've thought of pretty much everything that we wanted in a golf facility. So, we talked about the excitement within the group showing up here to work every day. We've already seen a boost in I think the time that they've spent on their games, and between all the technology. Now we can simulate any kind of situation that we're going to see on the road. If we're going to play a golf course, a Pete Dye golf course with a hazard all the way down one side, and the wind coming off the lake, we can set that up on the simulator and practice for it. So I do think that transition from indoor to outdoor season for us has become a lot smoother, just with all the new technology that we're able to use in the Gleacher Center.
And also the central location, how much does that help the athletes along with you with yourself?
No doubt. The convenience of walking across the street from your dorm to here, our players basically, they're in and out of the building maybe 3, 4, 5 times a day, whether they're working out, they're coming back to practice, they're coming in to study, they're coming in to hang out in the players' lounge. The locker room's really nice, all kitted out with nice showers. So they're in and out of here all day, and the convenience factor of being so close to the Walter Athletic Center, it's just made their time that much more beneficial.
Is there anything you wanted to see included in this facility that didn't make the cut for whatever reason?
No.
What have you spent the most time on it here?
I think obviously the new technology, the simulators, the putt view, that's been new and a bit of a novelty in the beginning. But just being able to stand up and hit a shot to a target, a specific distance, we pride ourselves on being a developmental program and helping our players improve. And that skill acquisition has always been a big part of it, and we could do that before. But now I think adding that real feel of hitting specific distances, targets, clubs, that's really added another dimension. So I would say back there for now, but really it's an all-encompassing facility, and we're seeing every part of it be used by the players.
What are your general thoughts on the advancements of technology in the game of golf?
It's incredible, and it's ever changing. You know, you're having to constantly keep up with the new technology. I mean, you know, for us to have the TrackMan, the GC Foresight, the GC Quad Foresight simulator, the Putt View, and the Zen Green Stage. These are all things that have come out, you know, in recent times, and all the new software, the updates, they're just getting better and better as we go. So that's only going to continue to improve, and I think you have to embrace that technology. Our players are so savvy when it comes to, you know, having learned so much of their, you know, golf swing, and they understand their TrackMan numbers better than the previous generation. So we have to have that available for them.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.